No.
Damn it, I've been muting because I'm eating apples and I want to crunch him. Is here, but I said, God, is that you?
God?
Is this working? God?
Yes.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
Oh no.
Yeah, if you start asking me something and you don't see the microphone unmuted, you know what happened.
Yell at you.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Because I hate when people crunch in my ear, so...
That's fair.
I'm not even paying attention to what's happening.
Okay. I need to add womp womp womp. Womp.
The
Nope.
Genshin Impact map,
Mm-hmm.
they updated it, so now it tells you what you should do on today for like ascension materials and weapon materials.
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice because I never know until like after
Oh, like
10 hours of playing.
the interactive
Oh
map
no,
thing.
don't you dare.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
Somebody
Don't.
followed me on Twitch recently? I haven't streamed on Twitch in like 4 months. Alright, cool. Thanks, I guess. Fucking whatever. Alright. Oh man, so it's been a little while.
Yes. Oh, roll 20. That would be good to have.
Yes.
Sign in. Sign in.
But I'm not actually listening to what's happening there.
Oh, does that work?
Hmm?
I just want to test something. Where are you? Are you in here yet? You are. Alright, I'm gonna delete you and then I'm gonna put you back. Can you move?
No.
Damn. I wonder why. That's very weird. So I'll have to do that every time then. Unless I can... Nope. Get out of here. Delete. Delete.
There I am. No.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Alright. Try now.
Nope.
What? That's very strange.
Yeah, you can't move anything.
Oh, weird.
Hmm?
Hang on. So right now, then nobody can move their tokens again?
Technically I can move, but it just kind of bounces me back.
Shame. I couldn't move, but it snaps me back.
I don't even have the cursor to move.
Not gonna lie, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, mine's the same way.
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna fix this real quick before we get
I
moving.
feel like this is what the child leash is.
Which
I can't even like move my character at all though.
and can you see me like moving and then just kind of rebounding back?
I cannot.
No.
No,
You're just
No.
hanging.
that's upsetting.
Okay, so
But it should
if
be what it
I...
needs to be.
There you go. Alright, so can everybody move on this screen?
Yes. What I can.
I
Uh-oh.
can't. No. I can't move.
Yeah.
No?
Oh wait, hold on.
Try again.
I
There
can
you go.
move now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I might change over to Foundry at some time soon. I have a server on Foundry that I can just use whatever I want. Alright, so of the group, who wants to give a rundown on what happened last time?
So
Who remembers?
last time, we came down here to tell Dorton the good news that we cleared out the camp, and turns out Dorton was actually a psycho doppelganger, and his buddy Aiden, who
Mhm.
led us down here, was also a doppelganger, and they hurt.
They're very mean.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do a lot of damage.
They do.
They do a lot of damage, and they
Did
They do a
the
lot of
one in
damage, but I told Aiden that I was gonna fucking kill him.
And you certainly did.
I certainly fucking did.
the
He
last time I
died.
ever helped Dorton,
died
doppelganger or
a
not, that
lot.
man hit me for like 13 hit points.
Hey man, sneak attack.
Mhm.
Sneak
very
attack is
upset.
fucking brutal.
I'm very upset that I didn't think to cast mage armor before coming down here. When all of a sudden you're like, yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and move like you're in combat.
I mean,
Because
it's
he owie.
yeah.
I should have known something was fishy when he went upstairs. He was all tired as shit, and then he comes back and he's all like perfect and not tired anymore.
I assume all I learned is that if I ever try to help a racist, whether it be the real racist or not, I'm gonna get cut by the neck. So as far as I'm concerned, Dorton said to me,
He's not a very nice man.
no, I'm not helping him anymore. If I could throw this book on the ground right now, I would.
I mean, it wasn't his fault.
I don't care.
So we will rejoin our party here. Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we will rejoin the party here in the Braden Cathedral Archives. You stand amidst the aftermath of this surprisingly intense melee. Balasar and Rayan stand next to a set of toppled bookshelves. Natfi stands next to one of the doppelganger, now corpses. One thing that was not mentioned in the recap, you have noticed that each of the doppelgangers was wearing an amulet.
Oh yeah.
Silver amulet
Yeah.
emblazoned with a symbol. And upon touching this amulet to examine it, the symbol itself sort of peeled off and faded away. I believe, I don't know who checked them, but those are used primarily for tracking.
I
Sorry,
checked
checked.
one
That
and
sounds
then-
like Danley.
I believe that
Balasar checked
was.
Dorton, and I checked Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I did investigate and came up to be a sigil of traffic. tracking. So
All right, so I need to make a quick couple of notes in my notebook here for myself.
Never a good sign.
No, it's just names. Names of people, so I don't reuse them. Because if you go upstairs and you talk to people, and I'm like, "Hi, my name's Aiden," you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
And to kill a motherfucker again.
Fucking, I
Doppelganger.
just killed you. Like what? So yeah.
No, it's Aiden spelled Aiden.
No, my name's Aiden. His name was Aiden.
Yeah.
Mine's spelled with an E.
I'm Aaron, and this is Aaron.
Yeah, you fucked up, Aaron. So, I will allow you guys to kind of have at it and do whatever you need to do for a bit.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I believe it would be in our best interest to proceed with caution. You know.
Did we
There could be
loot them?
more.
Yeah, I think all they had was the ambulance.
That was the only thing? Okay.
We don't think they're gonna pin murder on us, do you?
No.
I could hide the bodies.
But that
No,
makes
they
us look
don't-
I mean,
guilty.
they're doppelgangers. They're not even
Yeah.
human.
Yeah, they don't
Then
even...
where's the real ones?
Not a
Who
problem.
knows?
Well, if the real ones are missing, these ones are down here wearing their shit. Just saying. It's gonna look a little sus.
Does anyone know anything about doppelgangers?
Nope.
It's a copy of someone else.
They change shape. That's about it.
Travel. They are usually solitary, so they
Sounds-
work in groups when they're more mature. However, so I don't know if we can expect to see more.
Yeah, I mean, if groups of... two is usually not a group, that's just, just two people. So, hopefully...
To expand a
Alright.
tad on what Natfi said and provide a little bit of clarity,
Mm-hmm.
doppelgangers generally work in small groups. They do normally settle outside of or within human settlements or dwarven or elven, usually taking up the mantle of someone that was previously in that settlement. If they do work in groups, it's usually to undermine or overthrow either a political party or advancement or some sort of royal family. It's to gain power over other people, is generally the main reason that they would work together. That is something that Natfi would know.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
The question stands: what do they hope to gain?
Well, they don't like their church.
I mean, I'm assuming the church is a huge part of this town with the statue and, you know, Dorcas.
But the statue's already gone, so what are they getting out of this?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I have an intelligence of 11. I don't know anything.
I mean,
Fuck.
that's about
Oh,
average.
I'm sorry. I have a 6 intelligence.
There you go. That's below average.
Fuck.
I mean, if I was a bad guy, there has to be something to gain. The church apparently it has to be important to this town. I just can feel that with the status of Dingus and
Well,
the whole festival and the statue. I don't
That
know.
was accurate. However, if the statue has already fallen, wouldn't their job be done? Unless there's more.
Yeah, there has to be more.
As you're having this conversation, you can hear footsteps coming down the corridor towards you.
Uh-oh.
Time to
Uh-oh.
leave.
Uh-oh.
Bro, I got 6 HP. Come on.
Maybe it's.
You each have probably.
Did
You
I
each
shift
probably
last
have
time?
time
Okay, I
for around
Die.
2 rounds of actions, based
we
on
hide
the
it?
based on the speed that this is moving.
I'm
Should
gonna hide.
we-
There's only one way out, so let's hide, and if we have to, we'll jump them.
Sneak attack.
Y'all ain't rogues.
I know, but like, maybe we
Surprise.
can knock them over or something. At least inconvenience them. This bookshelf is overturned. Can I duck behind this?
Yeah, I think
Be
that's an.
obscured.
Yeah.
Okay. Be very quiet.
I too am going to hide. We'll just leave the dead bodies there though.
Do you have to roll sneak?
You can roll a stealth check if you like.
Oh, if we don't have to.
I mean, if you're gonna hide.
I know I can't find
Other-
the button on my
Otherwise,
hand.
you're just gonna be standing next to the bookshelf like a goober. Wolf boy
Where the
won't
hell
read.
is step?
Stealth.
I know. I'm trying to find
What's your dex?
I know I have a fucking bitchin' ass dex modifier.
Hmm.
After 17.
like right above
okay.
survival.
It's at no, it was at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all alphabetical.
Oh.
Yeah, your skills are alphabetical on that list.
Are you sure I don't have the intelligence of 11?
I have intelligence of a 6.
You got a
It's my
9,
int.
which is still kind of a little below average.
Yeah, I'm not that bright.
Yeah, go ahead and.
Way worse.
Yeah, I got 17.
Okay.
Let me roll also, because I'm also gonna hide. Ooh, 14 plus 6, 17, right?
14 plus negative 5. Nat
being
Balasar, what
forced,
would you
boy.
like to do?
Hmm.
I'll mention these bookshelves that are knocked over are probably 3-4 feet high at their highest point.
Oh, I'm definitely laying down. So, I'm like,
Yeah, I know. I'm just mentioning it. In case anyone's like, can I hide behind this? Like, probably.
Jesus
Me
Christ.
too.
Oh.
It's come early.
Oh, no!
No.
It's a
Damn it, I did
gerblin!
shifting.
My cat wanted to come into the room. Like
I
always.
did shift. I'm so sad. I have 2 key
I'm
points
just
though.
gonna chill right here, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm staying put.
Okay.
If it's safe, tell us to come out.
As the footsteps,
Well, no,
come.
we'll just jump them.
As the footsteps continue down towards the end of the hall, you can see the light of a flickering torch sort of emanate from that doorway, spilling into the room in which you guys stand. And, you brace yourselves, and as you do, another member of the clergy rounds the corner. This one far daintier than the others. She appears to be, normal member of the clergy. She turns the corner and sort of witnesses all of this and just stands sort of bewildered. What happened down here? What is this?
Doppelgangers happen.
Can I roll Arcana?
Yeah, absolutely.
15.
You do not sense any sort of magics emanating from this person beyond anything that you would have felt from the rest of the clergy, as far as like their vestments and such. But there's no biological magic that you can pick up.
There were doppelgangers hiding amongst your clergy.
One was posed as Dorton, and the other was posed as Aiden.
What? Well, What happened to them?
We
Seems to
how
be the
they
question.
become doppelgangers, we don't know, but they attacked us.
Aiden was tending to those injured upstairs. I just spoke with him not moments ago. And he
It was
was
the same. It was the same with us.
uh,
You can come and look if you don't believe it.
she sort of takes. Roll me a persuasion check.
Or it might be 20, 30. A 17.
She
Plus
sort of.
3.
So 20 all told?
20 all total.
Nice. She sort of takes a half step back and sort of tightens the grip on her torch and sort of steels herself and walks forward. She sort of comes up next to you.
If you need a moment to sit.
I've never seen creatures like this. You say they take on our appearances?
Yes. Down to a T.
How many are there?
Just these two, as far as we know.
Gods, it could be anyone. At any rate, is it safe down here? Are there more?
I believe it's safe.
Do we hear that? Do we
Yeah.
hear you say that?
Yeah, you're all within earshot.
I'm gonna stand up and join the group. I think I was standing here last time.
Well, if there are those that wish harm upon the clergy, then we must warn everyone.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to harm you guys?
I do not. But with the effigy and the statue destroyed, then gods only know.
Who's the head of the church?
Sister Scarlet. Last I remember, she was in her quarters.
I think it'd be a good idea to talk to Sister Scarlet. I should take out my notes.
Question.
It
Tell me
might
the
be a
relevance
good
of this
idea.
church.
This church has stood on these lands for many centuries. It is a worship point for Shantea, goddess of agriculture, and ruler of Faerun. She is praised to and she's sort of shaking a little bit, still looking at this doppelganger. She is praised to protect this land and provide a bountiful harvest year after year, and thus far has been without fail in these tasks.
Thank you.
Yes. Why do you ask? Surely one versed in magic as yourself should know this?
Me?
There stands to be a reason for why the doppelgangers would seek to hide out in the clergy. I aim to find out what that is.
I beseech you, should you find anything, please keep us appraised. We should go.
agree.
How do you write Shantae name?
The
You could-
H-A-N?
CHAUNTEA.
Sean. Whoopsies.
Shantea.
I legit typed it as Sean.
Okay.
Taya. I was like, that's definitely not it, but it was a goddess of harvest,
Mhm.
correct?
She is the Faerunian goddess of life and bounty. She is viewed as the embodiment of all things agrarian. She is also known as the Earth Mother, and she is the deity of agriculture and cultivation of plant life.
Okay, good enough. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you guys want to talk to Sister Scarlet? Just to at least make her aware. Get a vibe check on her.
We could.
Some just
Mm-hmm.
assuming we weren't already beaten to the punch.
Yeah, I think it'd be best to check up because of
Yeah.
ah Jesus.
Because of
Oh God!
Completely.
Dog had a lot to say.
Yeah. Fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say. To see if she's, you know.
Actually
One up.
human.
Yeah.
I pray that she still is.
Felix said we should find the real Doran.
He did.
And in Roll20 text chat.
Oh, there we are. Okay. Mine wasn't scrolled down.
Oh.
If
My
you would-
bad.
Yeah, we could try. Aggro.
Sister Scarlet's chambers lie across the pews from this room. Well, the room above.
Have you seen Dorton recently?
I've not. He came down here muttering about studying something pertaining to the statue and the stone within. And no one has seen him really since. It's been 2 days now.
Okay.
Have you seen him? You said you came here to find him, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And instead you
Yeah.
found these things.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably somewhere else.
Hopefully.
Well, if you haven't seen him recently, we came down here to speak with him, and he supposedly went up to get some rest. And that
No
was
one walked
moments
past me.
before. That was moments before this happened. So
I see. Yes, perhaps.
Well, let's not fear the worst. I think we should go talk to Sister Scarlet. There's no reason for us to be lingering down here with, dead bodies.
If you would.
Yes, please follow me. And she leads you guys back down the hall towards the stairwell, unless anybody wants to do anything else in this room prior.
Nope. My business
Nah,
is done here.
unless you guys want to take some books real quick.
No.
Felix, do you have the book from Dorton?
I have his rock. Oh wait, he took the rock. He took my other rock. Shit, which one was Dorton?
The
We
one laying on the
We got the rock
bookshelf.
back.
Uh,
Okay, Felix has the
yeah.
book.
I'm gonna grab my rock, my piece of the rock back.
Who has just to clarify, who has which pieces?
I have the big piece of rock that
You
he had.
you have the round slate,
Yeah,
and
because then he took mine, and I didn't want to give it back.
and then he has the chunk
Yeah. I
that
want
you
my
had picked
chunk.
up sort of willy-nilly.
Yeah, I want it
Okay.
back.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify because I couldn't quite remember. I didn't have notes for that.
Felix has the book
Okay.
that.
The monstrously oversized book.
I wrote it down.
It's a
somewhere.
very thick book.
Chonk.
It's got a lot to say.
It's a technical manual to routine active maintenance.
All right, let me move you guys. Boop. And I gotta put your tokens back down, so give me 1 second. Doop. 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 And... Oh. Hello? Friend? Friend or foe?
Friendo.
There we go.
I'm surprised none of them heard any of this going on down there.
Just so you guys have...
So you cannot move my piece.
Yeah, I know, I'm fixing it. Hang on.
Okay.
Felix. Save. Naffy. Save. I just had to put a nameplate on Elena. And Balasar. Save. Everybody can move?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Alright, awesome. Hang on, I gotta burp. Oh god. I'm fine. Okay. Sorry. Ugh. I drank too much tea.
There's no such thing.
Yeah. Going off about Christmas? Nice. So you all sort of emerge into this pretty small room. For shits and giggles, we're gonna say every block is 10 feet, just for the sake of spacing. Because this room would be very crowded if it was 15. With 5 people in it right now.
Yeah.
Looking around the room, you guys recognize that the priest that was in here tending to whomever was laying on the table is no longer there, though the person that was laying on the table is still.
Oh no.
They are sort of feet towards you, covered in sort of spare robes and cloth, and they're sort of wrapped up.
Is their face covered?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that.
Just to make sure it wasn't fake.
Make
No,
sure
Uh,
it's not
technically
one
he
of the
isn't
missing
dead.
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do a check?
Yeah, roll me investigation.
15.
Okay. At a glance, this isn't someone that you immediately recognize. At least not as someone that you've spoken to. They do look somewhat familiar as one of the people that was injured at the tavern before you had left. They've sort of been relocated and rebandaged.
Can I roll Arcana?
Yes. That didn't sound good.
I'm gonna fight. I bet it's the
Sorry.
fucking small people.
Sorry, Naffy, what?
20.
You rolled a what?
16 plus
Six-
4.
Okay, 16 plus 4. You're cutting in and out a little bit, so I just wanted to make sure I could hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. You do detect sort of residual magics, though it doesn't appear to be of the same nature as the doppelgangers downstairs. What magics are present in this room at this point seem to be, sort of like a residual fog more than anything else. And presumably it's sort of remaining arcana from healing magics that were used in this room.
Okay.
You do hear some clunking and clattering from the corner.
Corner like here?
Back.
Yep. About there-ish.
Let's check that.
Okay. Let me get my things. Where'd it go? Oh no. Boop.
Wait, what's the clunking coming from?
The corner where I just put a token.
Oh. Can
Naffy, you're-
I grab Natfi by the shoulder?
Sure. You don't have to ask, you can just do.
Oh, okay. Well, I grab Natfi by the shoulder before he moves forward. I look.
You are?
I'll go look. And I put the book down against the wall. I don't know, I think it's a big book, right?
It's yeah, it's a pretty
I said it was
sizable book.
heavy.
It's a, you know how like a 3-inch 3-ring binder is in terms of size?
Gee.
Take one of those.
Yeah.
Take one of those totally full.
Jesus Christ. Okay, got it. History senior year. I'm well.
Yeah,
I'm in
exactly.
the moment.
Yep.
Okay, well,
just
I
wanted
put
to make
that
sure
down.
you had a rough idea how big that book
Oh,
is.
Just flashbacks to genocide class. I'll go look.
Senior world history.
My dex modifier is bigger than his anyway.
And you are?
And what?
I'm asking.
He's asking questions.
Oh.
Did you move over there, Felix?
I'm trying.
There you go. There you go, buddy.
Fucking leave me alone. Stop bullying me.
Mm. Mm.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
he bound.
I poke where the noise is coming from.
You can see one of the members of the, presumably one of the members of the clergy. It looks awfully familiar to someone downstairs.
Is this Aiden?
It is indeed.
Oh,
Uh,
unbind them, fool.
Okay. Can I get him out of this stuff?
Sure.
Wait, is this the real Aiden or is this another fake Aiden?
I'm sure it's the real one.
Yeah.
He's bound. So
Okay, well.
He is
Alright, well,
also
that's-
primarily stripped of his vestments.
oh,
Ew.
so he's naked.
He's wearing what little small clothes and undergarments he would have had, sort of like a hempen shirt and undergarments there.
Okay.
You can see that his body has been pretty brutally battered.
Big
Mm.
nice. Alright, how do I,
Let's go ahead and untie.
yeah, can I untie him?
Sure.
Alright. I'll do that.
Thank you. Gods.
Nice to meet you, Aiden.
Ugh. And he sort of
I
puts
like to say it in better.
He puts a hand to his head. Thank
Do
you.
you want a
What
drink?
blasted thing came in here like nothing. You're alive though. That's good.
Barely.
What happened?
I was tending a meal on the table, and this thing came in and oh gods.
Doppelganger.
Gray skin, no mouth, looked at me and I saw myself.
That would be a doppelganger.
Yeah.
He knocked me unconscious and left me here.
So he just broke in the door?
No, it was quiet.
Uh-oh. I just closed Discord. I fixed it.
You have an
I'm sorry, what?
You were attacked by a doppelganger.
By
So
name
it
that
got in here
makes
somehow.
sense. How did it get here?
Is this a window?
Yes.
Can I go look for tampering?
Sure, roll me an investigation.
I rolled. Never mind.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1 minus 1. I got a 0.
Oh no.
You find yourself a little more preoccupied with what's on the shelf in front of it rather than the window itself. The shelf has various vials and such. A few vials of various liquids and whatnot. It looks like it was in some form of like alchemic apothecary. They look like they're combinations of herbs and things. Based on the smell, it looks like they're used for healing.
Too neat.
Ooh, shiny.
8 plus
Nice.
2.
I just took me like nice vials, bro.
Yes, they're
18 plus 2, so 20.
the herbal combinations for healing wounds.
Well, you want one then?
You look like you could use them as well.
Ooh, can
Oh,
I have
yeah.
one?
Fuck, I have 6 HP points. That's right. Fuck.
So I rolled 20. My
Okay.
investigation of the
Oh yeah, the window.
Looking above Felix's head as he sort of looks down, looking down at this, you can see that the window is open. You don't remember if it was open before. It doesn't look like anything was broken though.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
it picked the lock then?
Oh,
I don't know. They know how to pick locks. I don't know. Bookman, what's the
I-
word?
I am going to assume that it did in fact pick the lock on the window. I mean, doppelgangers are roguelike in nature, so why wouldn't it know how to pick a lock? That assumption.
Elena, have you spoken to Sister Scarlet since this happened? How long have I been here? Not long. I haven't. I went downstairs because I heard a noise.
Okay, 2 questions.
Yep.
one. No, this is for Baden.
Yes.
One question. First question. Which one of these should I drink to not kill me?
You could roll a medicine check,
It won't end well.
or you could roll a nature check.
Nature check will end well.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. I don't like these dice tonight. Is there another website I can use besides Google?
You can use Roll20. It has rolling in it. It actually tells you how, so you can do /roll 1d whatever, and it'll roll dice for you. Google's not treating you well, I see.
Well, I rolled a 6 and Google's dead to me, so.
There you go. There's options. Yes. In the drawer there should be some healing already mixed.
Okay.
Could you pass me
2.
one, please?
Oh, yeah. Clock open the drawer and I hand him the first one I see.
In the
Sounds
drawer.
like what he gave him.
In the drawer are 6 vials.
Fuck.
I would like one. Please.
Wait, are they all the same thing?
They are all probably about 150, maybe 200 milliliters. They're all filled with a red substance. As you pick up one of them, you notice that the liquid, when you shake it, has like a collection of small crystalline structures within the bottle. It's very similar to one of the ones you may have picked up recently.
Okay, so
Look
question
like the
1.5.
Mm-hmm.
These are all the these are all the right potions?
They're all the
These ones?
same.
Okay, so I hand
That
him one.
drawer is all the same ones.
I hand him one. I think Balsar said he wanted one, so I toss one to Balsar. And
I need one also.
Okay, 1 second. Question 2. When's the last time you saw Dorton?
Is this before or after you hand him the thing?
This is after.
Okay. For the sake of discussion, we'll go ahead and take care of this real quick, and then we'll do numbers. Dorton, I allowed downstairs some 2 days ago.
Great. So he could be anywhere.
What do you mean?
Dorton was down there too. Well, not Dorton, but Dorton the doppelganger. I don't know where the real Dorton is. I don't even know if that was the real Dorton. There was 2. There was you and there was Dorton. So the last time you saw Dorton is the last time anyone knows about him as far as we know. Unless you think someone else might have seen him. Did anyone else go into that basement?
Not that I remember. And he drinks the potion. And you can see, as soon as he does, sort of a light glow emanates from his skin, and you can see some of the bruises and the scratches and scrapes sort of starting to sort of fade away, and the skin sort of mends itself a little bit. To everyone that is drinking a potion, heal yourself 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Roll 2d4 plus 2.
Give me a potion.
Oh, for fuck. Roll a d4. Okay.
So I got 5 plus 2, 7.
Cool.
So 2,
I got
Plus-
7 as well.
4. So 2 plus 4 plus 2. That's the correct amount of math. So it'd be 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, better than nothing. Anyway,
It sure is. You're not as close to death anymore.
yeah. I'm not at 6 HP points, so you
I
know
think
what?
you're at,
Pretty
like-
good for me.
You're at what, 12 now?
14.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Aiden
nobody
sort of,
knows where Dorton is.
Aiden sort of stands himself up against the wall. He's still a little woozy. That's much better. No, I haven't seen Dorton at all. He, as I mentioned, I sent him downstairs some 2 days ago. He wanted to research something. He was pretty adamant about being in the study and not being disturbed. Why? You said there was an... You said he was down there. You met with him, yes?
Well,
It
so
wasn't Dorton.
yeah.
There were...
Well, we don't know if was the first one Dorton. Well, we don't know.
I'm going to assume.
The first one was not Dorton because he said he went upstairs and I was coming downstairs and I did not see anyone come upstairs while I was coming down.
Okay, so neither of them were Dorton.
No.
Okay, so yeah. There was a doppelganger of Dorton too.
Oh god, so
And
there's
if-
more than one of these things?
Yeah. Well, there's two as far as we know. Hopefully
Hopefully
that's the cap. If not, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, it could be a small, like, infantry, but that means you might have more problems down the line. Did I
Yeah.
use that word right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you used it
None of this in the party. You're an English major.
Nobody specialized in int.
No.
It's fine.
Except for Natfi.
Everyone's like, yeah, that sounds right.
Cool. Well, if there's more than one of them, then I suppose we'd better warn. I'm not going out there. You
I'd advise for you to stay put.
You had best warn Sister Scarlet. She'll need to know of this. Then he sort of plops himself down on one of the crates against the wall. I'm going to find clothes and return to my work as soon as I am not so dizzy.
Would be a good idea.
Did he already explain what she looks like and where to find her? Or...
She's across the hall.
Okay,
Elena
'cause
explained that she is across the hall.
Okay.
You don't know what she looks like, though.
I
She
was
didn't
being
ask.
yelled at by my mom. Well,
That's
talked
okay.
at, so I didn't hear some parts of it.
If
You were being Christmased at.
Yeah.
suggest
The Christmas
knocking
spirit
the
was being
window
thrown
again.
at you.
Christmas Spirit has a fucking hammer.
Probably wise. And
suggestion, if you will.
he turns and puts a hand on the medicine shelf, and everything sort of clatters together a little bit as he sort of leans all of his weight on it to try and reach up and close the window.
Jesus.
Can I? Okay, you got it.
And he plops back down. Go, Elena. Do not get hurt.
Okay, now pick up my book. Well,
Yeah,
Dorton's
we're
book.
safe.
I'm keeping the book.
So, or can't really go out into the hall, right?
I think we should let Elena lead.
Just second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Ooh, you cut out.
Let's go
Mage
into
armor.
the tunnel.
There you go. Probably not a
Sure.
probably not a bad idea to err on the side of safety. Mage armor is one of those things that, like, whenever I played a caster, I was like, I have that on right now. Like, I don't care.
Tug is snoring.
So now your
Yeah,
AC
that's-
is 13 plus
15.
your dex, which is what, 15? 13?
My dex?
No, your total.
Oh, it should be 13.
13. Okay.
Oops.
I'm gonna put a note here for myself on your character. You said it's 13? 13. Alright, dope. You pull out a small piece of leather from your pouch, rub it between your fingers, and whisper some words. the leather itself sort of dissipates into like a smoke surrounding your fingers, and you tap yourself on the chest, and the smoke sort of engulfs the rest of your torso.
Fuck.
Mage armor.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Abjuration magic is nothing to fuck with.
Okay,
Are
well, I
you-
have my book.
You got all your stuff? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Sweet.
Go on a field trip.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Zooming through the church.
Sky.
Oh.
Oh,
Sky Church.
Anywho, what is your... Do you have a marching order for this? Because this door is only going to fit one of you guys at a time.
Who has the best health?
14.
Whoever.
14. Oh, for
Alright,
fuck's sake, I'll go
I think
first.
Balthasar should go first.
Actually,
And
Let
then
me
I'll
go
go second.
let me go first and scout for Arcana.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Alright, then I'll go behind Natry.
Alright, I'll just.
Go ahead and roll me your check. Okay.
14 plus 4, 18.
18. This room itself is definitely imbued with some form of magics. It's very similar to the room that you were just in as far as the most powerful lingering magics. In the room, as you're sort of scouting it out, you can see two members of the clergy working within the pews. Joseph, who you spoke with as you came in, is the one nearest you. One you don't recognize is across the way. There are injured folks sort of scattered throughout the pews, spaced out so that there's a little more room for them to move between and, you know, with their carts of herbs and such. As far as the magics that you felt downstairs, things are largely free of it, although you do detect a small twinge of it, but you can't really place where.
Okay. So far, it's clear.
Elena's gonna follow you out. Sister Scarlet's room is the one straight across. And then the sleeping quarters for the remainder of the clergy is the one south. Or to the right, anyways.
Can I just like cut across? Like just, or am I gonna have to go into like
Sure.
standard marching order? All right. So
As you reach about halfway across the room, Joseph sort of looks up from what he's doing. Did you find him?
like that.
Ooh.
Try again.
Yeah, try again. You keep cutting out, man.
We're
I'm
cutting this out right now.
I'm still behind Natry, right?
Are you?
You
I
can
mean,
be.
I was
Yep.
in order. I just didn't know.
You can be. Elena is probably... Oops, I can't spell. I'm just putting nameplates on stuff. Give me 1 second. Nameplate. Save. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Whoop. There you go. There's Elena.
I can't hear Groovy.
You can't hear
What was I
Groovy.
connected to? So I connected to on my phone. So
Oh, okay,
now I
cool.
can't hear Groovy.
That's it's a small price to pay.
Something like that.
You don't say. Good, I suppose. did you need anything else here in the church?
We need to speak with Sister Scarlet.
The other one, sort of furthest over, perks up a little bit. Sister Scarlet, she's in her quarters, right here. Why?
Just want to go over stuff.
I have a book question.
Got some information that we need to relay to her.
I see. Yeah, it should be right in here. He sort of steps over to the door and, like, gestures at it. And he gives it a... Scarlet! Sister Scarlet! There's some folks out here who want to speak to you. Right. She said she'll be a moment. If you don't mind waiting.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do.
We got nothing better to do.
I'm gonna sit right here.
There's a body on that bench.
Oh shit! This bench.
There you go.
No,
I'm just gonna stand next to that thing. And like kind of open the book.
Can I Arcana check him?
Sure.
24.
Ooh.
24. You do sense that biological magic coming from that general direction. It's hard to tell if it's him or if it's potentially something outside or if it's something hidden in the room.
If I might ask a moment, sir, your name?
My name? I'm Flynn.
Flynn.
Oh, it's a cute name.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Flynn.
Yeah, likewise. What brought all of you here? Goodness. It's a lot of you.
We're checking out a book. I hold up the book.
From the archives, yeah. Did you see Dalton down there?
Shit. Nope.
That's odd. He went down there 2 days ago. We haven't seen him come out since.
Wasn't down there.
Yes. Roll me a deception check.
What am I gonna say? Like,
You could have said he was there and he left. You know.
Roll
Okay,
me
well, I don't
deception, cause
I
you're
don't do that
lying
under
to the
pressure.
man.
Roll deception. Just do it.
fucking Christ! I don't do well under pressure. Okay, I rolled a 14. But
Joseph
16 minus 2, but 14.
Joseph sort of pipes up also. You said you did find him down there.
Mind your business.
Felix has an attention problem, so
If-
sometimes
Ah,
he doesn't focus.
roll me a persuasion.
I feel like the kids and the parents are trying to explain my ADHD.
He saw a book and that was it.
Dude, potions though.
18. Persuasion. Oh my god, I can't read. +1. 19.
Joseph sort of shrugs. He's like, alright, well, whatever you say. Goes back to work.
I give a vaguely dirty look at Raiden. Also, Balthar said he wanted to look for an amulet.
Yeah, sure.
In the chat.
Joseph or Flynn?
I assume Flynn. Typing, Flynn.
I also have a question when we're done.
From this distance, you don't see anything. His neck isn't also terribly exposed because of the way the vestments are designed. So it'd be hard to tell without getting closer. Rayan, what you got?
This is player to DM. You
Oh, okay.
said for Naffy's Arcana check that
Mhm.
it was just in this like area, like it was either him here.
It's
It's like this whole area,
it's coming from
Here.
like somewhere over here
like this
ish.
whole.
Yeah,
Alright.
all of those pings are like sort of the general area.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure I understood. Okay, I can't do anything. I don't know that. Ryan doesn't know that.
That's fair. A few moments go by as you all sort of have had this conversation, and Sister Scarlet walks out the door here. May I be of assistance?
Oh boy, I'm concerned.
Can I vibe check? Can I
Vibe
I rolled a 15 on my Arcana check of Sister Scarlet.
It's sort of tough because everything is sort of swirled together in this room. What with all of the healing potions and that biological magic is still coming from that area. It doesn't seem to have moved much as far as the source goes.
This is so scuffed.
And if you want a vibe check, roll me an insight.
No, fuck. It's like, ooh, 1.
Sure is a person.
All right.
Sister Scarlet's probably 5'4", wearing slightly more complicated vestments than the rest of the group. She has about shoulder length auburn hair. Her eyes are sort of a deep hazel. She's not super crazy, like skinny or dainty or anything. She's definitely, for lack of a better term, she's kind of more on the plump side.
Oh, she sounds hot.
Well, nice to meet you, Sister Scarlet. My name is Nathine, and this is Belisar, Felix, and Rayan, and we have something that we wish to discuss with you. Might I trouble you to speak outside?
Outside,
Or-
yeah. Yes.
Or in your room, whatever you're comfortable with.
She sort of looks back at the door to her room a little bit. Outside is fine.
Oh, sus.
Sus.
Yes,
Although,
come.
to be fair, I would rather not be in a room.
I'm alright. Messing with a doppelganger is fine.
Yes. Come this way.
Okay.
And she walks out to the center and heads down the aisle.
Before I start moving, I'm going to do one last Arcana check over
Sure.
here. 18.
That source of biological magic still has not moved.
Oh.
I see.
That's why she doesn't want us in
Um,
the room.
Oh, it's in the room. I don't know that though.
I mean, I just feel like it is.
So moving, following Sister Scarlet outside.
Yeah.
All right,
Can
cool.
I see Nafi making those like things, or is he just doing it without any sort of?
No, there's no flair to a check. It's basically the perception of that character. So it's literally just them looking at something and focusing on what they want to see. There's no flourish or anything to it.
No, I meant like. Yeah, never mind.
You're talking the checks and stuff?
Yeah, no, I meant like
Yeah,
the
like-
like. Can I see him focusing on things?
Not
Like,
from
you know how
behind
like when
him.
someone stares at something and you're like, what are you looking at?
Not from behind him.
Oh, true. Fuck. Damn it, Felix, you're nosy, but you never look in the right way.
So you guys are all gonna walk outside?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Should I?
As we're walking back, I kind of like glance back at Flynn,
Flynn has moved slightly southward. Elena sort of fidgets behind and sort of opts to stay put.
Oh, weren't we supposed to protect Elena?
She could do. She's a big girl.
I thought she was like dainty.
She's not
pretty.
not big. She's at most like 5'6".
I mean, the
Oh,
sense she's
she's-
an adult.
Ah, I see.
She can make her own
Can I-
choices.
Can I call for Elena to come with us?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
If you care to join us?
Yes, moment. And she sort of picks up her vestments a little bit and sort of hurries after you guys.
Oh no, she's cute. Nah.
So you guys are gonna make it sort of outside. And the door pushes open out into the sunlight. It's sort of dusky at this point, probably getting into like the mid-afternoon. You can tell that the sun's starting to plan to set. And we're just gonna park everybody sort of in the doorway because there's really no better way to do this. Actually, we're gonna have you guys come out to the pond.
Oh, that's nice.
Park yourselves as you will near the pond. As long as you're not taking up the same space as Elena or Scarlet. Balasar goes swimming.
So
What did you want to discuss?
there's a bit of trouble.
Trouble? How so?
When was the last time you've seen Dorton?
I've not seen Dorton for several days. Why?
I assume the last time you saw Dorton was a few days ago before he went into the archives.
That's correct.
Well, we went down there to
There are monsters down
inform-
there.
Jesus Christ! Chill,
And it-
man.
That would be
yes,
Elena.
Elena. Yes, Elena. We went down there to inform Dorton of our progress in the keep, and it was a doppelganger. We were attacked by two of them. One of them was disguised as Dorton, and the other was disguised as Aiden, who is thankfully safe and
Hmm.
recovering.
I see. This is grave news indeed. What do they want? Do you know? Did you get a chance to speak to them? What?
Oh fuck, I should walk a little more forward. I hold the book and I'm like, well, fake Dorton was looking at this. I don't know if this makes any sense.
We didn't get much of an opportunity to speak with them. More so that we know that Dorton. My apologies. Dorton. I do the finger quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Was very intent on studying the rubble from the Shantaea statue, and was when we went to speak with him out here, he did come back and grab this book. So we feel that it might be worth noting.
May I see the book?
Sure. I hand her the book.
She takes the book and holds it in her hand. It's a sort of big, bulky, leather-bound tome, and there is a strap that goes around the open end and sort of a buckle in front. She undoes the buckle, pulls it open. This book has been in the archive since, as far as I am aware, the construction of the church itself. Contained within this book are the more intricate details of the enchantment placed upon the stone. It would make sense that those that wish harm upon this village, and potentially those surrounding, would want to know how it works.
You don't think they want to replicate it, do you?
Not replicate.
Disable.
Correct. Destroy.
Well, they broke it. Why didn't you destroy it again?
The pillars are under attack.
Uh,
This confirms it.
I'm sorry, say again. They're under attack. How do you know?
It's a tad complicated to explain. But the attack on the statue of Shantae was no mere coincidence. It was a coordinated attack by goblins, which I'm sure you know as well as I that goblins are not entirely known for coordination. So
That they are not. It's very rare, in fact, for goblins to do much of anything in a group, except for pillaging and destroying. And I suppose eating.
so
There is something larger afoot, I see.
yes. If I may. The book.
Yes. She closes the book, rebuckles it, and hands it back to you.
I fear that there are more doppelgangers than just the two that we encountered in the archives.
What do you mean?
They coordinate in small groups, not very large, but we have encountered two already. And unfortunately, as a doppelganger is, being that the nature of doppelgangers is to deceive and attain power, there's no telling as to who else might in fact be a doppelganger.
I see.
Has anyone gone missing recently? And then came back all weird?
It's all weird.
You know, just
has
Kinda
anyone gone
odd.
missing for
Not acting normal.
an extended period of time? Extended, obviously, being about 2 days, apparently. I don't know how long
No,
Aiden was gone.
the only person that went into sort of seclusion was Dorton.
Well, they took Aiden too.
Yeah,
So
but
The
they did.
guy in the left room. We think he broke in through the window.
Would make sense. No
how many
one's...
windows?
How many windows are in the building?
Never mind, I can see them.
Yeah, they're on the map.
Yep.
Well, and she sort of pushes past Natfi and Felix and moves towards the door to the church.
I'm gonna just follow her. You know, can't hear very well. All the screaming I make.
You're in a bush.
Ah, shit. Hold on.
There you go. Well, then we should warn the others and make sure nothing further happens.
I recommend being discreet.
The moment those words leave your mouth, you can hear it crashing from inside.
Uh-oh.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Cool.
It's Felix. Or
Yeah,
not
just...
Felix. Flynn.
I was gonna say, what did I do?
Yes, you're secretly a doppelganger.
Just
You
in
didn't even know
character.
it.
It's,
In character, as soon as that happens, Felix just goes, for fuck's sake.
I rolled a 12.
I'm currently rolling a d20 on roll 20. I'm gonna try and give
Oh.
roll 20 another chance.
12 minus 1.
How does one
Yep.
roll a d20?
And click
found
on the thing you're about to roll, like initiative. Just click it.
I found it. Rolled an 11.
A 5.
Oh, okay. That was the most like I did it.
You sound amazed.
I'm gonna switch this die out.
So, looks like I rolled 20. So,
Looks like you're going first.
No, Cortana, get out of my way, you fucking stupid whore.
Oh,
Sorry.
Worst decision by Windows ever.
God,
really
it's the
not
fucking
nice
worst.
to say to the clergy.
so I'm gonna
All right, so
put a
Naf,
hand in front of
Naf, you rolled a
Scarlet.
20. Scarlet. Feel free to continue. Sorry, I'm writing down who rolled what.
I put a hand in front of Scarlet. I think it's safe to say we found more.
Yes, well, we'd best make sure that everyone stays safe. Ray and Felix, Scarlet, Elena,
Oh, this is a
Balasar,
protective detail. We're so fucked.
Natvi, who am I missing? Joseph, and Flynn, and...
England?
Nappy, did you check? What's her name? Elena?
Yeah, when we were in the
Yeah,
basement, I
When we
thought.
were in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I thought you
She's
did.
a
The only one-
supposed normal.
The only one that didn't get checked is the one that was standing all the way at the back near the big stained glass window.
Oh, don't tell
Oh,
me.
that guy.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I had
There- So there's either.
Alright, so who rolled what for initiative? Nappy 20.
I had an 11.
I also had an 11.
Rayan?
5.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm switching the gay die out.
Okay.
for the gays.
Yeah, it's laying me down.
The
Uh-oh.
gays are letting it down.
Don't fucking growl at me.
Chakra doesn't like you being homophobic.
Oreo.
Oh.
That too.
My
But, yeah,
statement still stands.
but he also does not like it.
Okay, let me just put these all in order. Balasar and Felix, who wants to go before the other? Roll me a D. Both of you roll me a D4.
Oh. Where's D4 on here?
I got a
found-
4.
All right. Balasar.
I
will
got
go.
a 4.
Fucking god damn it!
Who has the higher dex?
Yeah, who's got a higher dex out of the two of you? Should be
I
Felix.
got 15.
Felix.
All right, we'll let Felix take the lead on that.
My dexterity is -1.
Nice.
Oh.
Or 8 minus 1.
Oh, mine is. Hold on. It's. Yeah, plus
Plus
215.
Yeah.
According to the sheet.
No, I just needed the base stat, not the modifier.
Oh, 15.
Okay. Okay, I have a turn order for everybody.
I'm a limber forest gremlin.
Alright, let me just move some stuff around real quick.
I'm currently bound by chainmail.
I'd stash.
Weighs about, I don't know.
I'd stash the book, Natfi.
Chainmail that weighs 55 pounds.
Well, you're the one who wanted to be a paladin.
Look at you. Alright,
I fucking
Right.
smashed that doppelganger, thank you very much.
I take my
I
action
turned him
out.
into a Jackson Pollock.
Alright, so Natfi, you're going to lead us off. Let me go ahead and get us some mood music.
Some modern art.
Some modern art.
No, Elo said like, oh, I smashed the doppelganger, and I said, yeah, you turned him into modern art.
Mm-hmm. I painted the wall with his face.
Hell yeah.
Is it still a painting if it's all the same color?
It's not.
It's
There's
a
some gray in
penguin.
there.
Yeah, there's a little bit different color in there.
Hey,
There's
some-
stone texture too.
Well, I'm not an artist. How would I know? I just live in the woods, man.
Okay. Welcome to combat mode.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Navi,
Call
what
of
you got?
Duty music.
Shadowrun.
I'll pretend I know what that is.
Well, I'm stepping into the doorway, and one more Arcana check.
There's a lot more biological magic in this room than you originally felt. So much so that it is now sort of almost either equivalent or slightly overpowering what you had seen before.
Ooh.
We have trouble.
We've
Where
got
the fuck
trouble.
do they come from?
A window, I assume.
Natfi,
How bad trouble?
as you pull that door back open to quickly see what's in this room, straight ahead of you, the person that was working on the stained glass window is no longer present from your field of view. Lair. But there is a gray figure standing there, sort of facing to the west. The glass window that was being repaired is now shattered inwards.
Oh.
See. So, I think we might have caught one in the act. There are more here.
Time for murder.
Time to die.
Can we take them?
Oh god, I hope someone knows any kind of healing, because we're in rough shape.
We got lay on hands over here.
I
How many spells
I only
do you
have-
got?
one spell slot and I
so-
have 15 points of lay on hand.
You think we can break into that drawer in the other room again? Steal the last health potions? Wasn't there only one left? Did everyone take a health potion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If there were 6 vials and we gave one to idiot. Oh wait,
There's
no,
only
there'd be no
one.
left. There's 5 of us. No, there's 4 of us.
This for.
Yeah, there's 4, and so there's one left in there.
There's 1 left in there. Assuming we can get in there.
Nah, just we'll
Well, what's the play?
go in and attack. Let's go.
Nephi, you have used your motion. You still have an action. If you would like to cast anything, or do anything, or say anything. I will take that as a no.
Honestly, I'm just gonna say, tell us protect me.
Okie doke. Alrighty. Do-do-do-do-do.
Hold on. Yeah? Okay. Fuck. Fuck.
Are you good?
Right.
I'm looking good.
Is it started snowing yet?
Wait a second.
Oh. Was it supposed to start like 1?
Did I
The-
see that right?
What?
Okay.
Yes, you did.
This.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
The gray figure from up in the north, you can see it raise its hands and slam downwards. At about the same time, this other gray figure sort of appears from this pillar. It is Scarlet's move. She is going to run inwards.
Be careful.
You do have an reaction if you want to stop her. You can do that. That is a thing you're able to do.
arm out like I wanted to like put my arm out when she like gets next to me.
Okay. And she makes it next to you, and as you thrust your arm out, she sort of chest bumps into it, and you just feel your whole body sort of wrench forward a little bit, and you hold steady. Roll me a quick strength check, though.
This one, 19.
Cool. You're able to stop her motion, and she just looks at you, kind of wild-eyed. Why are you stopping me?
It's not safe. Are you mad, woman?
Clearly it's not. You have to do something. Joseph, hearing this crash, sort of raises himself from what he was doing and sort of takes a look around. He doesn't have quite as much presence of mind in the immediate moment. He's sort of just taken aback by what's happened and doesn't know what to do about it. Felix, your move. Felix, are you dead? Bruh. Did he die?
I think
Maybe.
so.
Okay.
I'm downstairs talking to my dad. Just go without me.
It's your turn.
Let Balser go first. I'm talking to my dad.
Okay, Balasar, go.
I guess the only thing I can do is come up behind Sister Scarlet. Because, you know, they're blocking my way.
I mean, you can coax her out of the way.
I mean, I could. But I only have one more space to move.
You could also conceivably, you could use your action to basically speak with her. If you like.
Just
Or like-
step back and I'll take care of it.
Do roll me a quick persuasion check.
Oh no. God damn it. 11 plus 3. 14.
Okay. Please, you have to help them.
Coming. Okay, come. 1 second.
We'll help them. Just
You
stay
really
close
can.
to us.
I'm trusting you. She steps off to one side.
Okay.
Come here, come here, come.
Elena, at this point, will step forward and sort of crouch behind this bush.
Okay, I'm here.
Alright, cool. Good timing.
Sorry, my dad was leaving to go to work, and he was like,
Ah.
I need you to do this million things. And
Alright.
I'm like, I can't talk right now.
Like,
I'm trying to fight doppelgangers.
I'm trying to get not dead.
I'm trying not to kill people.
Alright, cool. Felix, it is your turn.
Why don't Elena and what's her name go and get help?
You
We're
could
like 4 people.
you could definitely posit that.
Yeah. Look,
Town
sister,
guard.
sister, Lady Scarlet. Why don't you and Elena go back to town and grab some people who can help, like guards or shit? Cause we're gonna help, but you gotta help us. We won't let the place burn down. Just go get us some people.
Elena sort of looks at you and she's like, I'm not sure what else I would do.
Yeah, get in the way.
She-
That's what else you would do. Go help. Go
And
get someone.
she starts going. Scarlet, on the other hand, remains resolute in her stance. I'm not leaving. I will do what I can to help.
Yeah, you make a really great door. If you want to be a rock, just sit in the middle of the way. You're gonna get in the way and you're gonna get hurt, and then it's gonna be our fault.
I have some training. I can be of use.
We'll see. I'm going in after Nappy.
All right, cool. You still have your movement.
I'm coming. I'll move here.
Reminder: your movement is 40.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 4, right?
I'm gonna take back what I said about 10 feet.
Okay. 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 How does the math work now then?
5 feet
I
per square.
was here.
Yep.
Okay, so 5, 10. I don't want to go too deep and get like freaking blasted. I'm just gonna kind of.
You've got ways to avoid it. You'll be fine.
I'll step here. And kind of just like, you know, get ready, as the kids say.
Ready up.
Ready up.
You're gonna move half your movement.
I just.
Okay.
Which ones are the? It's these two are the fuckers, and then these two are the supposed normals.
They're different tokens.
I know. Just checking. I don't know. what's gonna-
Doppelganger. Doppelganger.
Okay, well then.
Joseph.
1, 2,
Aiden.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Are they naked?
6
Yes.
times 5. I'll go here. Can I stand here, or is this in the way? It's like half of the tile.
yeah, you can stand there.
Alright, I think that's the max amount of feet I can go anyway.
Dope. Ray, and your move.
Budget.
Oh, Casey, you're so cute.
And Felix, from your point of view, you can see Felix there on the corner is slumped on the ground.
Felix on the Flynn?
Flynn, sorry.
Oh god, I'm a couple gay.
Let me actually also...
Very easy to ascertain which ones to look alike, though, if there's two of me.
Do I want to take my action to move also? I'm pretty far away from everything. Do I have to move my full amount if I move for my action also? Can I move like half?
Yeah, you can move half. If you want to move like 1.5 times for movement
Yeah.
and then action. Yeah.
I don't want to move too close in because I'm by myself, but I want to move here so then I could tell Joseph to get his shit together. Get your head in the game, man. It's time to fight.
Right.
Or go hide. I don't know.
He shoves the cart that he had with him, like of healing, like, you know, his herbs and such, off to one side and sort of turns to face north. You got it.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh. I hope he knows how.
Yeah,
And
he'll
he's
be
not
fine.
just flexing.
Show off.
Natfi, it is back to you. Top of the order.
No. Here.
As a reference, the pews are about waist height. In case anyone's like, can I see this over the pews? Yes.
Pog.
You said Flynn was slumped on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So Flynn was safe. Which means, where did you come from? I call out to Doppelganger.
It sort of turns its head and it looks at you. Roll me a charisma save.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You done fucked up.
Where's my card? 16 plus 5. So 21.
As it turns to you, you note that it doesn't have a mouth, so verbally it can't communicate. But in the back of your mind, you're able to hear, So you've seen him.
Oh.
Oh,
Knew it.
oof.
It's wiggling around in the back of your brain, you know? Oh my god, it's only 10 p.m. Yay!
Beyond that, as far as like a verbal thing that everyone else can hear, you just hear like a series of like sort of like gurgles and like clicks. You know what a clicker sounds like in Last of Us?
Yeah.
Sort of like that.
Was it like one of those things you used to train dogs with?
No,
Oh, never mind.
it's the zombies from Last of Us.
I've never played.
I can't do it, but they make like a sort of like noise,
Oh, okay.
but it's very, very fast,
I can look it up.
almost like a throat vibration type deal. Yeah.
I think it's safe to assume that they just aim to take down the church. I ended my turn with that.
You gonna end your turn there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's kind of fun.
Okay. Do.
Oh no, I don't have like half of my shit.
As you're hearing this voice in the back of your head, this doppelganger not only has turned to you, sort of tenses its whole body, steps up onto the pews, and runs straight across directly at Rayan.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
Rayan, what's your AC again?
Uh-oh.
13.
Okay.
I shouldn't be really running into things with a 13 armor class.
I don't want to hear it, I have 12.
Roll me a dex save.
Oh. 15.
Dope. This doppelganger comes down off of the pew edge right next to you, and as it does, you sort of step out of the way of the first strike as it sort of reaches down at you with these elongated sort of like claws on its finger. And you can hear this like chink as they hit the stone behind you. But then you feel a very sudden just whack on the back, on like your upper back. You are going to take 5 damage.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
This other doppelganger, seemingly finished with whatever it was doing, makes its way across the dais. 1, 2, 3, 5. And it climbs down off of the raised sort of, I guess, for lack of a better term, the stage in front. And ends up in the center way of the, of the aisle. Oh shit.
Wait, did he walk past me?
He dove past you.
They jumped over you.
Oh, he jumped over me, okay.
Oh shit, I need... Hang on. I gotta look up. There we go. This is what I want. Where is spell level? There we go. Filter.
What's the sound of a clicker?
There you go.
Ew. I don't like that.
Okay. Ballister, you're standing next to Scarlet, and you see her just sort of close her eyes for a brief moment.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And she turns the corner. Let me see here. I would like details on this, please.
You think somebody's about to get fucked up?
There we go. As she turns the corner, you watches her hand, her right hand, sort of glows for a brief moment, and these sort of arcane strands reach off of it, and she presses her hand forward and she says, "Be still!" And these strands reach out from her hand and entangle the doppelganger next to Rayan.
Pog.
Sick.
Do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
All right, beautiful. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Awesome. Awesome. Great. Joseph reaches under his vestments and pulls out a pair of cesti
Ooh.
over his knuckle, and he reaches his hands back and just and punches as hard as he can at this doppelganger.
Oh shit! A man after my own
The
heart.
cesti themselves actually burst with fire as they make contact.
Jeez.
Alright, that's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I want.
And the doppelganger, while contained by these strands, sort of flexes all of its muscles and falls backwards slightly, catching itself. Felix, your move.
Well, I think they got this pretty handled over here. So I can, it's 40 is my max speed, right? Or my max movement, right?
Yep.
And if each of these are 5, I counted 8 here. That means I
Correct.
can attack him?
You sure can.
Okay, just checking my math is correct here. So if we have 1, 2, 3 people on that guy, I'm pretty safe to assume he's taken care of. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
And where is this thingy? Was there something special I could do? 1 second. To the key point, use the points and open, hit with one ear. Oh, I have to hit with flurry of blows. Okay. I'm going to punch. I'm going to punch. Should I kick him? Are their legs skinnier than their top halves? Are they top heavy? Do they look top heavy?
They are human-sized.
Shit. Okay, whatever. I'll just fucking rear back and clock them.
They look like most other humans you have seen.
They are buff boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll reach back and clock them.
Okay. Roll me your
I
attack.
rolled a 13. That's not gonna hit, is it?
Nope.
Fuck me.
You do still have stuff you can do. Read your sheet. Read your
I am.
actions.
I can't do patient defense. Can't do
Starts with an F.
F. I know, but like, I thought I could only do that if I hit.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, well, that changes things. That's awkward. Okay, yeah. 1, 2. I only have. Okay, so I have to be careful here. Okay, yeah. I'll do that. Where's my thing? Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
Pog.
Roll another one.
Roll another hit DC.
Yep. Flurry of blows is 2 attacks.
I rolled a 15. Again.
Twice? They both hit.
I rolled 215s.
So as far as flurry of blows goes, think of it this way: you basically punch once and then followed up with ba-ba.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's how that works. You get the one try, and then you also get the. So you get two bonuses.
I don't have to use key to do flurry of blows.
Yes, you have to spend a key point to do it.
Okay,
But you get
just
2
checking.
strikes out of it.
Okay.
So you hit twice. Roll me damage twice.
1d4 plus 2, so 5. 1d4 plus 2, 6. So
6,
11 total.
11. Awesome.
I don't think if I use open hand technique, any of this is gonna work. Fails. Fall prone if it fails a dex. DC 10. Get pushed up to 15 feet if it fails a strength saving throw. Oh no, that thing hits like a truck. That's bullshit.
That last one might be useful.
If it fails a strength saving throw, DC
Nope,
10.
the one
or
after it.
It can't take a reaction until the end of your next turn.
Yep. Basically, that means if anybody else is in melee with it and they decide to leave, it cannot attack them. That includes you. And that's until your next turn.
Okay. And I'm
gonna teach you how to play fucking monk, man.
It's just a general DC. Dude, I've never played D&D
I
before.
know,
I told
dude.
you after my first session they stopped. I didn't even get to fight anything.
Well, welcome to combat. Go.
I'm doing my best.
You're doing fine, don't worry.
You know what? Yeah, I don't want it to beat my ass. I'll try it, yeah. Open hand technique.
Okay.
Oh, I can just do that. I don't have to spend a key point.
No, you just get that.
Oh my god, I'm stupid.
You
I
just
thought
get
I spent
that.
a key point.
You spend the key point to use flurry, and then if flurry hits, you can do that.
Dude, I tried to do that like I think a session ago or whatever, and I used 2 of my key points because I
Oh
thought
yeah,
I had to
don't do
use.
that. You can also, since you hit with both of them, you can instill 2 of those.
Oh, pog. Okay, so I'll do the.
So
can't
we have
take a reaction.
can't take reactions.
And prone.
Okay,
Because
so
I'm
it has
pretty
to.
sure that thing could beat the shit out of me in a strength check.
So it has to make a dex save DC 10,
Correct.
which it failed.
Pog.
So you knock it down with that second flurry. Your first one goes wide, but your second 2 strikes hit true, and you actually knock this creature over. Balasar.
Learning.
Oh, my turn.
Yes, indeed.
I cast Hunter's Mark on that guy.
Dop 2.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Then I'm coming in,
He gets marked.
and I'm gonna use my Morning Star.
Hell yeah! Whoop his ass!
+17 +5.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Let's go hit.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit a lot.
That's
That's
like
a-
driving into the church with a
Yeah.
car and saying, "Did it hit?
Did I hit the building?
Did I hit it?
Did I hit it?"
So
Shattered
1d8
glass.
and a 1d6
Nice.
+3. 7.
7 grand total.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Oh, actually,
No,
roll that.
Eight.
Did you roll that attack with advantage?
no.
Roll with advantage.
So I roll both of them again.
The hit. Roll the hit with advantage
Oh.
because you rolled a 17 plus 5. You can roll to
Mhm.
see if you get higher than that or if you crit.
Nope.
Okay,
So it's 5 + 3, 8.
8. Got it. Awesome. Elena's pretty much out of the picture. Rayan.
How's this guy looking? Right next to me.
He is currently bound and partially smoldering.
Not to mention he has some holes in him from the
He's,
morning star.
yeah, he's going through a lot right now. He's not
Okay.
he's not having a good time.
He started.
I'm gonna rage because he
Okay.
hurt me. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna reckless attack. Okay. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And then 12. Cool. 4, and I think I have to add something. 2. 6.
6?
Yep.
Did you roll a 1?
2
All
plus
right.
2
Alright.
plus 2.
2
I don't
plus-
think reckless.
2 plus 2
right?
plus 2.
For rage, plus 2 damage with strength weapons.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay.
I don't think reckless. It's only for the extra roll. Why can't I find reckless on here?
It's under. Where are you? Oh, it's under features. Features and
That's
traits.
fine.
Where is it?
Yeah,
Uh,
it was only for an extra roll for advantage, and then
Did you
I'm
take
fucked
advantage?
that time. Yeah, I said I was doing reckless.
Yeah, but did you roll with advantage? You made sure.
Yeah, the first roll was
Bad.
was a 4.
Alright. Fair enough. Okay, cool. It is now bloodied,
Sick.
which I am going to mark as. He's hurt. He's not having a good time. Alright, awesome. Nafi, your move again.
I am going to can I call out to Felix and tell him to stand aside? Real quick.
Yes, it would give him advantage on any saves he's about to have to roll.
Because I am going to ice knife. I think that's my last sorcery point for Kieran.
You're gonna ice knife and you're gonna cautious spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seven. 12.
That will miss.
Uh-oh.
And it explodes.
It sure does. That's a dex saving throw?
Yeah.
Of what? Oh, actually, no. Sorry. He can't take reactions. Roll me 2d6.
2d6?
Yep, roll me
Yeah,
2d6
this guy,
cold
right?
damage. Yep.
Yeah, he can't react.
He can't
punished
react and he is currently prone.
him. Yeah. I did good. Happy puppy.
And you said you cautious spelled it?
Yeah.
Cool. So
I
this
was
knife
just about to say the same thing.
this knife blade of ice hits the ground in front of the doppelganger and shatters into shards. Felix, you watch as all these shards sort of fly past you, and you watch as the unfortunate doppelganger on the ground just with ice built like shards of ice into its body.
roll my
Oh.
fucking look over my shoulder and give Natfi a thumbs up.
Like back.
Did you wink back?
Yeah.
I'm being flirted with.
This Dop 2 turns to Balasar and is now in such a position that he recognizes that he's not getting out of this. Balasar,
Robin, boy.
what's your AC?
18.
Wow. That's a big number. This doppelganger straining against Scarlet's magical threads makes 2 sort of haphazard attacks towards you and misses both times.
Kind of just scoff.
The doppelganger near Felix raises to his feet, sort of shakes himself off a little bit.
Wait, what happened to me?
They go in turn.
Oh.
They rolled a 15 and a 16.
Oh, fuck.
What's your AC?
Probably not high enough. 12.
Okay.
Oh, Pog?
Do.
No, that's not Pog. Scuffed.
It's never Pog.
It's scuffed.
It's okay. Just remember that if you die, I have lay on hand.
Oh, thank fuck for that. I'm not really looking to die.
roll me a dex save.
My strongest skill besides strength. Okay, I rolled. Oh, I rolled a B. What the fuck?
What the fuck is a
the 20.
B?
It's a 20 on
20.
roll. I rolled a 20 plus 4.
What the hell's
I
a
just-
B is a 20?
Dude, I've
For
never rolled.
Oh,
Beyond.
for D&D Beyond,
on
I get it.
D&D
I get it.
Beyond,
I get it.
That's so confused. It was like I rolled a B. What the fuck?
Pick any space within 5 feet of you.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go toward. No, I probably shouldn't go towards the body. I'll go this
Any
way.
specific space, I will say any space that you are touching. 5 feet, 1 square.
Oh, sorry, this one.
Alright, move there.
Here I go.
Awesome. This doppelganger, upon standing up, reels back, and you recognize that he is about to, like, fucking end you. But you are able to make this maneuver to dodge. And he picks up both of his hands and slams down on the ground, and you watch as the tile in front of him where you were standing cracks and shatters.
Ooh. He's
It
mad.
It turns its head and stares at you.
He's
I
mad.
bare my fangs.
Dope. Scarlet from the door will actually move over here so she has a better line of sight on this one. And you will watch as the cables from her fingers follow her, and she continues to hold tight.
Concentration.
It is.
64. That's an old game.
Concentration 64.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. Joseph reels back with his cesty, sort of pounds his knuckles together, and whoom! Up into this doppelganger's lower spine.
Oh,
Oh my god. I almost feel bad for it. There are 4 people just wailing on that one. It's like getting bullied.
it fucked up. They fucked up.
This time, the cesty that he's wearing glows white, and you watch as ice splinters from where he hit the body.
Holy shit.
So now
If
he's
he-
burning, frozen,
Bro, he's
marked
a
by a hunter and bound.
yo, hold the
If
phone.
not dead.
He's a monk, right?
Felix, it is your turn.
Wait, he's a monk, right?
You can't see him.
What?
It is your turn.
Oh, so I want to do that someday. Okay. So here's my. So this is elevated, correct?
The
This
dais,
part
yes.
right here.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
about 5 feet up.
So if one
about
were to
shoulder height.
successfully like, what shoulder height? So if one were to successfully say football, fucking shove tackle, not tackle per se, but you know what I mean, like when like hockey checking someone with the boards.
Shoulder check, yeah.
So yeah, if someone were to say shoulder check into the dais, that would hurt. Yes.
I mean, it'd be like pushing him into a wall, yeah.
I'll try that.
All right.
I'm gonna come back to my original square here. Oh shit, no, this one's broken. Fuck.
I mean, it's just
Fuck.
tile.
Oh, I can. Wait, is it rough terrain?
It would only cut your movement by half.
Oh, okay. I don't care about movement. Oh shit.
Meaning you would move 4 squares.
Okay, so instead of the broken tile, could I push him into the wooden pew? I don't care about destruction of property. I'll be honest.
It doesn't. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoulder check him into this pew.
Okay.
I'll do unarmed strike. I rolled a 15. Why can I only get 15? I mean, I'm not complaining.
I mean, it'll
rolled a
hit.
15. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to complaining. I'm sorry.
It'll hit.
I rolled a B. Okay. I'll do. Okay. Do you want me to roll damage for that one first?
Nah, do whatever you want.
Okay. I think I'll do another Flurry of Blows because I'm kind of
Okay.
just vibing
you're-
up here by myself.
Your first hit hits. Roll me your 2 flurries.
1. That's a 12.
That'll miss.
Book. 18. 14 plus 4.
That'll hit.
Pog.
So roll me your damage twice.
Okay. I'll roll 1 for the unarmed strike and then 1 for the flurry. Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same damage. They're both
Yep,
unarmed
yep,
strikes.
yep. So 5, 4, 9. And then
9.
I'm gonna. What?
9?
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my special move where I make. Shit, do I make it fall prone? Or do I get. I'll do the can't take a reaction. Again.
Okay.
That seemed to work out last time.
Okay.
It's a DC 10.
No, that's default.
Oh.
There's no DC on that.
Oh, there's no check? I just
Nope,
do that?
it would say it after the item. It would say it in
Oh,
parentheses.
I was gonna say,
That's
there's
just
no
a thing
number
you can
here.
always have.
Oh, Pog.
Balasar,
I'm so bad at this.
your move. It's fine. It's some of the wording on Monk can be weird.
Let's go for another hit.
Go for it.
Guy's gotta be close to dead. 15.
That'll hit.
Aha. Another 1d8. Oh wait, do I still have advantage?
Yep.
Oh. That's a 19.
That'll definitely
it's a
still
hit.
hit.
You know what? $11.
Nice. Describe to me how you kill this thing. Because it's dead.
I'm gonna just full on right hook and hit it right in the temple.
Sounds good.
4.
I'm gonna give it another eye socket.
Boop. Let me mark this as dead. Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to apply Hunter's Mark to the other doppelganger.
Sweet. It won't deal damage this turn, but it will next time.
Yes.
Because it gets applied and then it deals damage after.
Uh-huh.
Alright, awesome. Rayan, your move. Oh, I'm sorry, Balasar, did you want to move at all?
Let's see. I'm gonna close distance.
Okay.
There.
All right.
That's. I think it's 8 turns left on my hunter's mark.
Yes.
Okay.
So Rayan, your turn.
I guess I'll just go up and charge run attack. I guess I'll do reckless again. Is he bound?
No, he just can't react to things.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do reckless. So make sure I hit. 17.
Yep.
10. Alright, so 17 plus.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Its AC's lower than 17.
Oh, okay. Cool.
For reference, of 15 hits.
Holy shit, I've been just fucking barely scraping by.
No, his AC's 14. I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
5, 7.
Oh, right, because you have to overdo it.
9.
9
points of
damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, where did they go? No, I have to go back to the stupid list. Hang on. Source spell level. There we go. 2.
Take a moment to do another Arcana check.
Yeah, go for it.
So 20.
What are you checking for specifically?
If there's any other doppelgangers lurking around.
You don't sense any other sources of this magic. Whatever is using this ability that would have this transformation skill is within this room.
Okay. Just checking.
Sorry, I'm looking for a particular spell here. Okay. Scarlet will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boop. You okay over there?
Stop leaving the room if you're gonna cry. Sorry, I thought I muted myself.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Nafi, you watch Scarlet sort of move up here to this edge. She places both hands together, turns them 90 degrees, and spreads her arms out next to her. And you watch as a sort of dome of radiant energy emerges from her body and expands to about 30 feet. That would be... Everyone within that dome, which is everyone in the party, actually it's everybody in the room except for the doppelganger, recovers 14 HP.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
thank God.
I'm at
Okay.
max
As
health.
as
I
she
just
does
hit-
as she does this, she utters the words, "Shantea, protect us!"
Shadow, Andre.
Sick,
Uh,
Shantea.
Joseph's turn. Joseph will quickly step to one side in front of Natfi, place a foot against the pew, and launch himself forward.
Jeez.
What the fuck?
God.
I want to be that.
What is this clergy?
Dude, what the hell? Is this like? Well, I mean, they couldn't all be monks, I guess.
As he
Fuck.
comes up past this doppelganger, Felix, you watch him twist his body in midair and change his actual momentum to reverse direction,
What the fuck?
and you just hear, and the cesty glows yellow, and hits this doppelganger square in the face.
Felix's ears perk up like a dog that's seen something really, really interesting.
Rayan, roll me a very quick strength check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Doppelganger's landing right on top of you.
15.
Cool. The doppelganger is knocked forward towards you, and basically like knocks into your body. You remain steadfast.
Oh my
Cool.
God.
Felix, your move.
What the fuck? How am I supposed to follow that up? That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So, assuming I also witnessed that, like,
Everybody has seen this now.
I want to do that. Oh,
Everyone just wants him part of the party now, so
I'm
we
gonna
gotta convince.
fucking. I don't have a lot of room here. I'm just gonna reel back and swing at him. I'm out of key points too, but that's unrelated.
I thought the
I-
snipers were impressive.
Thought the
Hey,
what?
Yeah.
You cannot impress Natfi. Ah, fuck! I rolled a 10. Look what you did.
Roll it with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Take the higher of the two.
18.
That'll
I rolled
hit.
a 14. Plus 4.
That will hit.
Unarmed strike damage. 5.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Okay, so he just bumped off of Rayan, right? So in theory, he's falling this way.
His momentum had him going this way.
Right.
He basically hit Rayan like Rayan was a wall. He's
Okay.
pretty still.
I'm just gonna like literally swing around and just clock him under the chin and up towards the head. Like in a
Okay.
way to get like more momentum in my hit.
So like you're gonna crouch down and like uppercut him basically.
I'm just gonna like like real back uppercut him so he hits the dais.
Nice. Boop.
Mostly
Awesome.
I figured the crack to the temple will take him out if the hit doesn't.
Yeah. Dope. Congratulations, you've killed them all.
Yay!
I don't have a victory chime. Hang on.
I can play the Final Fantasy Dissidia theme.
There you go.
And without taking damage.
I didn't
Yeah.
take any damage.
You guys actually healed. Like,
Yeah, I gained.
So the doppelgangers actually did negative damage, basically.
I took a little bit, but then I recovered, so it's fine.
The negative damage.
Fucking what's his head over here? Fucking
Joseph's a beast, man.
yeah.
Wow, I like how I told him, like, either fight or get out, and he's like, alright, we're going.
You got it, bud.
He's like, all right, time to kick it in gear.
So, things are obviously in a little bit of disarray. Looking around the, Oh, here, hang on, let me... There you go. There you go.
Oh, I didn't realize it was people talking in this. Oh, fuck,
Go
my bad.
train some more.
Thank you.
Oh, god damn it! No, go back. No! Go back. Okay, there's nothing else in the queue. There we go.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Alright, cool. So good news.
No one died?
Everybody's in great shape except for the doppelgangers.
Yeah, they got fucked.
The temple itself is in considerably more disarray. Thankfully, all of those that were recovering from, damages or the goblin attack are still accounted for. They're looking better thanks to Scarlet's maneuver there. But, still sort of bedridden. Flynn, on the other hand, has risen to his knee. Joseph sort of stops where he stands and puts away the cesty on his belt.
Can you show me how to do that sometime?
I could.
Pop.
Approaching Scarlet, I see the church is well taken care of.
We've been here a long time. It wouldn't do well to be in need of help if we can't provide it to others.
And in mind.
Thank you for your assistance. I fear we would have had a much harder time without you.
Likewise. That seems to be all of them, thankfully.
She sort of looks around. Indeed, it seems so, though some questions do remain unanswered. Where is Dorton? Not the doppelganger, the real one.
Uh-oh, I lower my hand.
We don't know.
That's what we would like to know.
Where's, what's her
Where's his
name?
room?
Where's Elena? Is her name Elena?
You sent her off for help.
Yeah, I know. Like, no, I mean, like, where the fuck? How long does it take?
This fight lasted approximately 30 seconds.
Oh. Well,
It's probably at the gate.
I just wasted her time.
A full rotation of turns is 6 seconds
Jesus Christ.
on average.
Well, that's awkward. Okay. I'm gonna go over to Flynn then. And try and help him to his feet.
Where's Thornton's room?
Oh, that's a great question. Dorton doesn't really have his own room. We have a sleeping chamber here behind Natfi.
It might be a good idea to
That
check
would be
in.
this one.
Alright. Let's have a look-see, shall we?
Cool.
All this double click. God damn it.
No, you're good.
Well, my mouse is fucking up.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me an investigation.
19.
Awesome. This room is very plain. It looks, I know on the map it looks like there's only one bed, but there are three.
Uh-huh.
There are three beds, small desk off to the corner, sort of sitting catty corner, so it's about a 45-degree angle. There's some shelves between the beds, little dressers and stuff. Two windows, one east, one south. The south window you recognize has actually been broken in.
Oh. I want to check out that window.
Cool. With your investigation check, which I'm going to leave alone, I'm not going to have you roll it again. You notice in what appears to be someone laying in a bush outside the window.
It's Dorton.
Okay.
Oh my god, please let it be Dort.
God damn it! Work, you piece of shit.
There's at least
There's
scrolling
some,
along.
I yell at Nappy. There's somebody outside in a bush.
I'm running out there.
My mouse would fucking work. I'd go out there too.
You're awesome.
Got them post-battle shakes.
Yeah, I fucking killed a man. Oh my god.
Shaking man.
Yo, he killed 2 people technically.
Scarlet and Joseph are starting to take stock of those folks that are within the main chamber to make sure that, you know, civilians are unharmed. Balasar and Natfi, as you make it to the edge of this bush, you recognize this beaten visage of definitely Dorton. At a glance, he doesn't appear to be breathing.
Oh.
Ooh, not as funny.
Speak for yourself.
Well, more like karma.
Can I
Yeah.
make sure he's not breathing?
Roll me medicine check.
What do you mean by those words? You mean like kill him?
I mean, at a glance, if someone's breathing very shallow, it's very easy to
Yeah.
overlook if they are breathing or not, especially at a quick
I know.
glance.
The way you phrased it made like we're gonna make sure he's gonna not breathe anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I smother him?
I'm gonna make sure he
Love-
never
love
breathes
this
again.
Pillow that I got from in there.
Go easy into that good night. Oh, hi, honey.
An
What's
11.
wrong?
He is most definitely not breathing.
Uh-oh.
You can actually see his lips are actually twinged considerably bluish purple.
Hmm.
And there's actually a trail of dried blood from the corner of it. Upon further inspection, you can see his windpipe was actually crushed.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
He's
Now we gotta
gone.
tell his brother.
So I'm gonna, well, Nappies. Take him inside. It's not gonna be a good time.
Not gonna be a good time.
We're very sensitive.
not that it's been very good to begin with.
It's been a
Just
rough
checking.
vacation.
Buddy.
I'm just sad that we have to tell his brother who I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I let my dog out again. He wants to get a bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Check on Aiden. Make sure that he's recovering.
Aiden is actually going to be in the main room now. He's sort of recollected himself. Spare set of clothes, so he's at least covered. Are you and Balasar taking Dorton in?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up. Take him.
All right,
in.
I'm gonna move you guys and just put you guys like there-ish. Cool. Let me. Where did that go? I just had. Where was it? There it is. Bot hell. There you are. That. Alright, dope. So as you guys sort of carry this battered dead body back in, Joseph and Scarlet are facing north towards the dais, so they don't see you guys walk in. Aiden, on the other hand, just coming out of this door, sort of notices. Gods, is that Dorton?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
No. Then who did... Is he alright?
He's,
Shake my head.
he's no longer here.
Gods. Shantea preserve. Let his rest be peaceful, though his end was not. Scarlet and Joseph both sort of stand up and turn towards you guys. And they both place their hands together in front of their faces, close their eyes, and sort of bow towards you, offering their own sort of solemn prayer. Felix Flynn has made it back to his feet, and he does the same. Well, place him over there. We'll see to it that he's buried properly, and we'll inform his family. And Scarlet makes a motion to this furthest pew.
Okay. Can't move his stuff.
I got him. He's right there now. And I'm also gonna just make sure him dead.
Big red X.
Him. Well, he's dead. You know, he gets to be dead.
Yeah.
Felix, are you voice available? No. Alright, cool. Then I'll work with Aiden. Aiden sort of walks out and sort of starts taking stock alongside Joseph. I see there were more of those damned things. He's got the last sort of bottle from that cabinet that he was with. And he leans down and he puts it to the mouth of the citizen that's on the bench with Joseph. Glad you guys took care of him.
Yup.
What did they want?
We don't know.
Yeah, they don't really speak.
Did interact with one of the doppelgangers.
Oh.
It's as I feared. It's a coordinated attack on the pillars. The world is in danger.
Yes, so it would seem. This world and all others. Well, the planes, that is. I fear that I can't give you much more information as far as where to go or what to do next. Gods, if only someone could.
What a miss.
It's a coordinated attack.
Rayan, you actually feel a warmth emanating from whatever pocket you put the stone in.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Take it out. Is it glowing?
It is actually. It's actually pulsating.
Ah.
It's
Interesting.
with energy.
Uh,
There's like a
Look.
slight aura to it that's just kind of.
gotta check this.
Is
By
this
all-
the small one or the big one?
Oh, you have both.
I have both. Yeah.
I forgot you have both. This is the big one.
The big one's in my book bag, but I'll still take it out. I'm sure I could feel it.
It's pretty warm. And it does, whenever it pulsates, it lets off like a slight sort of etheric vibration.
Ah, Naffy!
Ah,
It's vibrating.
well,
And it's hot. I mean, warm.
rolled 12.
The magic that it is giving off is very, very similar to the magic that it originally had when it was a complete statue. But it seems unstable.
What does this mean?
What does what mean? Scarlet is looking away from you, so she hasn't seen any of this.
The stones from the statue, they're pulsating almost. It's resonating with a sort of magic. I just
Bring it here.
Oh, did I hit it? Did you take it from me?
I'm assuming I grabbed like the
Yeah.
smaller one.
Well, I gave you the one that's pulsating, which is
That'd be the bigger one.
Bigger one? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Um,
like a.
So I'm bringing this over here.
Dope. As you walk towards Scarlet, you notice that the frequency of this hum actually weakens.
It's me. I'm magic. No, it's not.
So though it continues to emanate this energy, what was once like a vroom, vroom, is now like a
Scarlet, if you would, come with me a moment.
Metal detector.
of course.
We're walking back over here.
It picks back up in frequency.
Can I come over here with it?
It both brightens and increases in frequency once more.
Oh, it's not me. Damn.
F.
It's me and Scarlet.
I don't know.
Pillar.
Maybe wants to go on an altar.
Yeah, let's bring it to the altar.
Cool. Go right ahead.
Right up. We go.
S-
I'm assuming this is the altar, right?
Well, this is. You're in the right spot, basically. So, like, the pedestal is sort of where, like, a cleric or a priest would stand to give that speech.
Oh, this is where they keep the host chips.
That's actually the back table, where they would have their candles that they would light and where they would set up, like, a vigil. And the two torches on either side. As you approach the pedestal, this rhythmic hum sort of becomes almost continuous.
Scarlet, are you seeing this?
I don't know what to make of this. Joseph and Aiden and Flynn all sort of turn towards the north to look at what's going on.
To take down the church, potentially the altar over here.
Looking at the altar, it's about a 4-foot wide stone pedestal. It looks like it's maybe carved out of either marble or some other form of like very luxuriant stone. And it does have an insignia. It has Shantaea's insignia inscribed on both the front facing south, and on the very, very flat top.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a chunk of rock on top of the insignia.
As once you place the insignia down, you can hear like a soft rumble, and the center portion of the pillar sinks down into the pedestal itself, making the stone that you have just set there flush with the top.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a key.
Hang on. Not that one. Not that one. That one.
Third.
There we go.
Concern. Gentle concern.
Oh, I need to turn this up slightly. There we go, because this is a very quiet song. Upon placing this stone sinking into the pedestal, a bright white light emanates very quick, like just flashes from where the stone once was. Whip.
Oh.
Oh.
I
And
I casually step behind Balsar.
an enormous sort of ethereal figure of a woman, dark-skinned, wreathed in blonde hair, holding her hands in front of her, with this same insignia sort of hovering above her hands. This is an image of Shantea
Gonna kneel.
herself. Flynn, Scarlet, Joseph, and Aiden all immediately drop to the floor and bow.
I'm doing as such.
I curtsy.
Curtsy?
Yeah.
Curtsy? Do you know how to curtsy? Were you taught that?
No.
Wearing a plate skirt?
Nah. You're
I'm
wearing
pants.
you're wearing like pants.
I was
So you
gonna
just
say.
I don't know what would be the age for someone to learn how to curtsy.
pretty young.
Depends on.
Then if it's pretty young, then
I would say
know.
you probably would. Okay.
I don't really know how to greet Shantea.
I mean, everyone's bowing.
Like I'm kind of
Not my deity.
I just kind of side-eye Balsar.
slightly look up.
Be at
in
ease,
shock.
children.
Oh.
I kind of relax after that.
And you see this image sort of look across all of what is in this room.
Oops.
I'm looking up and
I see many have fallen for my name. For that I am sorry. Who makes contact with that of Elysium?
Time to shine, Ned please.
Nappy, I think that's you.
that's I don't know what to say. Uh,
The bookman flounders.
I kind of stand up. I do. Great Shantea. Forgive me, I've in a bit of shock.
Is not a worry. And please, such formalities can be set aside for the time being.
Of course.
And she sort of leans down and looks at you a little more closely.
She's gonna kill him.
A tiefling? One of infernal descent?
Yes, yes.
How interesting. Why have you called me?
We fear that the planes are in danger. A mage by the name of of Sirius means to destroy the pillars.
It's true, I have sensed discourse for some time. I did believe there would be more time for us to prepare. Unfortunately, that does not seem the case. How may I assist you?
We need to know where I feel we may need to know where his next attack
Hmm.
I don't
Unfortunately, augury is not my specialty. Divination nor. However, these pillars stand in areas where the planes are both at their most concentrated and their most tenuous. The two are not mutually exclusive.
see. Is there anything we can do for the town to protect them? I fear there will be too much time before they're able to erect another ward.
She sort of looks around.
With the stone in place, the ward shall hold. This village has done much for me, and I for them. They will remain safe.
Fortunate news. We need to find another pillar. Um, where would the nearest pillar be?
And she looks at you, looks at Balasar, Rayan, and then at Felix.
Child of the forest. I feel you may know more than you let on.
Is
Have
that
you
me?
not? It is.
Oh. I was looking at Balthor. I don't know where anyone's from, man. I don't ask anyone questions. I really should ask more questions.
I look back at Felix.
I was getting
You,
asked me, and I'm concerned.
your aura is unique.
Where's?
You have remnants of the forest father of druidry and wilderness. My husband, Sylvanus. You have been to the Fae, have you not?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. A couple times. Several times. Kinda.
You seem unsure.
I don't talk to gods normally. Sorry.
Is understandable. One of the pillars stands to connect the Feywild, Sylvanus' home, with the prime material, where we are now.
I I've crossed that. I've crossed in and out. I mean, like, like s- struggle bus, like just complete like flustered struggle bus. Just like I've gone in and come back out. I have a friend. She takes me there and we leave and we go. It's a whole. We're just friends. We go.
Just friends.
No, really, we are. It's
She
just,
she holds up a hand.
Calm. There is no need or concern.
And she looks over to Balasar.
The dragon of the mountains. You are familiar with the dwarves, are you not?
That I am.
The dwarves as well lay guardian to one of these pillars. And I believe your friend next to you may know of yet another that they involve. The Underdark is home to many monstrosities, but it is also one of several planes, however the opposite of my own.
Oh.
The dwarves dig tunnels deep within the earth, eventually finding the Underdark. I would believe you,
And she points at Balasar.
may know of one. Perhaps two.
And she looks back at Natfi.
Practitioners of magic tend to bend the wills of the planes.
Fidget a little bit.
Wizardry, sorcery, warlocks all make contact with other planes in order to channel their abilities. There is one place where magics run more freely. Wizards and sorcerers use this location, a tower far south of here, to train their own abilities, connect with these planes, and convert them to magics.
It's fire?
This spire of which you speak, where does it stand?
In the village of Sanchester.
I fear you are mistaken. This tower is considerably larger. It stands south on an island. It is known as the Tower of Fangs.
Have to make a visit over there. Then.
I'm gonna give you guys each one question before your time is up.
fuck.
It can be about quite literally anything.
Would I have gone to the Tower of Fangs before going to the Spire?
Is that to DM or to Shantea?
To DM.
No.
No? Okay. Again, to
You-
DM.
You remained in Cirencester pretty much your entire life thus far.
Okay.
The Spire being their localized study.
Um, so to Shantea, um, what would be the quickest route to Tower Fangs?
Certainly not on foot. The Tower of Fangs is many miles south of here, across vast plains, a grand ocean, upon an island. I fear the denizens of this land have not quite perfected the easiest way to get there, which would be air travel.
Anyone else?
Next up, who else has questions?
Didn't know there would be a test. I didn't know we could ask God a question.
A god.
Hey God.
Shantea is a greater deity. One of 16.
So she said the dude to the fucking Christ, the fuck.
Sylvanas.
Yeah, Sylvanas. He's the leader of the Fey Plane.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sylvanas, I will tell you straight up, is her husband.
Oh, yeah. Uh, Felix raises his hand.
Speak, child.
So I had a weird dream. Do you know who Volk is? Because I went to a place where everybody was gone in a future timeline, and he said I was out of sync, and I don't know if I ate something bad or if that means something.
You've traversed time in the ethereal. Interesting.
Oh my god, it does mean something.
Most likely, you experienced a potential future. Every choice made creates a branching path in the universe. It is entirely possible Volk exists in this particular timeline, or will exist, or has previously. Volk himself, I cannot say I know. However, having traversed time in the ethereal before, I imagine you will eventually, at some point, do it again. I'm sure you will be able to ask him yourself sometime.
Okay, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Um, where should we go? Where should we go next? Like the closest one that you would recommend us? The pillar.
This one seems particularly anxious.
And she lays out her hand, palm side up, pointing towards Felix.
What?
Yeah, it's a normal state of being.
Perhaps it
For
would
that one.
perhaps it would be wise to investigate his connection with the Fae.
I'm looking back at Felix and like,
Felix doesn't make eye contact with anyone. He's embarrassed. He's too much attention. But his tail is wagging. Very important.
Like happy wags?
He's excited to get home, but he's also nervous. It's kind of a weird mixture of both.
Oh, so it's like between your legs is still wagging.
Yeah, anxious.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense then to go there first.
I mean, if she if she thinks so, I mean, I guess I don't know if it's the most out of danger, you know.
Yeah, I mean you wanted to go home before, so we'll just
Yeah,
go home.
I won't say no.
Balasar, you got anything?
Um,
You can ask her for the lottery ticket winning number.
said that the dwarves dig deep enough to go to the Underdark, correct?
Indeed, they do. It's not unheard of.
Well, when I was staying there, there was a tunnel that was part off. They wouldn't let anybody in.
That may be your ticket.
Uh,
Can you tell me if they're in danger presently?
And she sort of closes her eyes and pulls her hands to her chest.
Not immediately, no. But I fear should dwarves be given free rein and their proclivity to continue digging, as is their instinct, their want, they may find it. Trouble, that is.
They are a rather stubborn lot. We may have to pay them a visit one day. Just to make sure they
Same.
didn't do anything stupid.
So same.
Totally fair.
Thick-headed bastards.
Alas, I fear my connection to this realm wanes. I must bid you all adieu. The four of you seem to have been pulled into quite the unsavory fate. I fear there will be trials and tribulations moving forward. But seeing you as you are now, you have the potential for the strength to make your way through it. Muddle as you will, take heed of my words, and should you need anything moving forward, know that we deities on the outer realms, you have our blessing.
And her image sort of shimmers a little bit as she's speaking, and then vanishes.
cool.
And that is where we will end it for tonight.
Ho ho ho.
Felix is having a crisis.
Hey, so good news. You guys are level 4 now.
Yay.
I also made it so on D&D Beyond, you guys should have access to all of my books by being part of the campaign. So when you go to level up, you shouldn't have to, like, have me screenshot shit. You should be able to just go in, find it, and move on.
Level 4.
Hells yeah.
Going
Probably
to
do
the
it
end.
later, just because I can't see.
You can't see? That doesn't
I'm
sound
having-
healthy.
You
I'm
can't
having
see.
difficulty seeing right now. Just it's half
Your boy
blurry.
has 23 HP.
You're just
now.
dying.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Slow
sure.
fall. Use a reaction when to reduce any falling damage you take by 20. What the fuck? Dude,
Yeah.
you can push me off a building and I won't take as much damage.
Yeah, falling damage is
Uh-huh.
dope. There's a lot of it.
Interact with an object.
So,
I can just it's just a reaction. I don't
Yep.
have to do anything.
Yeah, if you get shoved off of like a cliff, you can use a reaction to slow fall and stop yourself.
Inquiry.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna ask about the stuff, like key points and short rest and...
I mean, you haven't rested yet.
Fuck.
You mean you've leveled up? I presume.
Oh, I have another key point now.
Yes. I presume at some point in the near future you will rest. I will leave this map up. Because when we start up next time, you're gonna start here.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What's key save do you see?
If you use a key ability to knock down a person, they have to make a DC that in order to not have it happen. So knocking someone prone is a DC, I believe, 10.
Yeah.
They would have to roll a dexterity check and pass a 10.
Why is that there if it already says that at the open hand technique then?
Because that's for any key ability that you're using that requires a save. So moving forward, there are things like Quivering Palm, which are not specific to open hand, or are specific to open hand technique, but will be listed individually because they're their own thing. They don't have anything to do with Flurry of Blows. So later on down the line, you'll have things that are specifically like, use a key point to do this specifically. Here is the save.
What was the main stat for Paladin again? Is it?
Oh God.
Was it charisma?
I forget. What do you use for? Strength is for damage. I forget.
Oh God, you guys gotta go see my house! Yay! Wait till you meet.
Strength would be your main thing because you're a fighter first, a caster second. It's in order of importance. It's like strength, dex, charisma.
Okay.
Or, sorry, strength, constitution, charisma. My mistake.
Huh.
Fuck.
Unless you want to start going into like finesse weapons instead of heavy hitters, like maces and stuff. If you want to go into like dueling or something, then you would start taking dex and you would remove the heavy armor, because if you're using heavy armor, your dex suffers tremendously. But as soon as you put on light or medium, you can have, you know, the same AC as if you had heavy armor with a better dex, and then use finesse weapons. And then, you know.
Kind of like smashing skulls, though.
Smashing skulls has been your strong suit so far.
It has worked out.
It's going well.
Dude, if you were like playing golf, you'd be getting hole in ones for like.
If it's any consolation, I play like a game like Dark Souls. Strength build is what I go.
Oh yeah, strength all
Just have
day.
to smash everything.
Yeah, that's how I always did Dark Souls and stuff. Was just like a big honking, like, let me beat him up.
Give him the slam.
Fucking sit there and play Dark Souls so much that I just made a fucking Havel monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run around with a dragon tooth hammer.
Should go to bed simply
that?
for the fact that
Welcome
I need
back.
to get these two idiots to bed, or else they're gonna be absolute garbage.
Oh, and
reference.
Dark Souls 3, I had the Fume Ultra Greatsword.
Oh yeah.
Fucking max level.
Oh, as far as scheduling goes, I just thought of this before everybody goes off. Next week is Christmas.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
So
Sure is.
we're not gonna like stress out about trying to have a session on fucking 2 days before Christmas.
Nope.
Be with your families. Have fun.
I don't want to.
Danley, I'm sorry. straight up, Danley, I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can say.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're not gonna worry about a session next week. Maybe the following week, depending on how New Year's goes for people. I don't know how many people are like, I want to do something else. If that's the case, great. We'll move on to 2021.
I get to prepare a third spell.
Oh boy, magic good.
I don't know if this is all of them that's available.
What's that?
I don't know if this is all of them that's available.
From your character sheet, it should be now. So you have access to all of my books, which is like pretty much all the magic that I could find.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Abilities.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna jump off tonight only because the dogs are gonna become unmovable in like the next hour.
That's fine.
But
Okay.
I'll be 100% in Discord. Just DM me if anything happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeehaw! Thanks for playing.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeehaw!
Yeah. There you go. Yes, this should be everything that's available to you right now. As far as my books and stuff are. Because I don't think you get second level spells until like level 6 or something. Oh shit, you get some good stuff.
So, a question.
Yes.
Because it's sitting here talking about I can improve my ability score, but I can't go beyond 20.
Yes.
So, in terms of like my charisma, where it's 17 plus 3.
Mm-hmm. Plus 3 is your modifier. Your stat is 17.
That is 17.
Yep. And so if you put that up to 18, your modifier goes to plus 4. You get plus 1 to your modifier for every 2 points in an ability. So 12 is 1, 14 is 2, 16 is 3, 18 is 4, 20 is 5.
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
trying to figure out if it's like would Alright. We'll do that.
Yeah, so if you take
Charisma
ability
and-
score improvement, you can put 1 point into charisma, and then 1 point into something else, or you can put them both into charisma. Or you can take feats. Feats are fucking stupid sometimes.
It didn't give me like when I clicked on feat, it just gives me the drop down menu of choose a feat.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have
And
to Google
there's-
those.
There's no feat.
What? You should have a whole
That's
shit
a
lot
ton.
of them.
It doesn't list anything for me.
What?
You probably
Doesn't-
just have to go
And
Google.
the only
No, that
only
doesn't make
feat I have is grapple.
any sense. Hold up. My campaigns. View campaign. Enable content sharing. Confirm. There you go. Try now. Refresh your page and click the button.
Alright.
Now you should have a whole fuck ton of them. And actually,
that added some to
yeah,
mine,
you should
too.
have a shit ton more spells now. I didn't realize I hadn't enabled it in this campaign. Sorry. I thought adding the feature to my account was like it's just on. No, I have to go into the campaign and turn it on. So now you have all kinds of bullshit.
Yeah.
So let me see now. I'm very curious what spells you can get now because I don't know all of them. Spells known. Oh yeah, that's a lot more. That's way better.
It's spell sniper. What's spell sniper do?
Oh my god, spell sniper is great. You literally
Spell
don't have to
sniper's
move.
fucking awesome.
You could just stand fucking a million miles away. I think it increases your range from 120, if I remember correctly.
Spell sniper. Boop.
I had it.
When you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, its range is doubled. And your
okay,
ranged
no.
spell attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. So if somebody's like crouching behind a boulder, you can be like, "Fuck that shit," and cast it around a corner.
Yeah.
You learn an additional cantrip that requires an attack roll, and that could be from Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard.
It's probably the best.
For you, if you were to take Spell Sniper, I would take spells from Bard, Sorcerer, or Warlock because they use Charisma as their casting.
We're gonna do spell sniper.
Yeah, Spell Sniper's sick.
Bard, sorcerer, warlock.
That should give you also, I believe it'll just give you a drop down for like learn more spells from these schools.
Spell touch, Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, Magic Stone, Ray of Frost.
Yeah. Now you can get all kinds of fun stuff. Does it only give you, it should give you what, 6 options? Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, Magic Stone, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp.
Yep.
Yeah. There's some good stuff in there. Magic Stone's dumb. Don't take Magic Stone.
It doesn't sound appealing to me at all.
Make a rock magic. Throw it at somebody. Ugh.
Eldritch Blast. What are you?
Right.
It's like the only spell that Warlocks ever fucking cast because it's the only good spell they have.
Toll
Like,
the Dead is a good one.
Toll the Dead's really good, but it doesn't require an attack roll.
Oh, never mind. Don't use that one. I mean, it's good, but don't do it.
Oh, that's tempting. That is real tempting.
What, Eldritch Blast?
Yeah. However, comma,
Mm-hmm.
Ray of Frost might be more thematic.
I feel like Ray of Frost is like way up your alley with the amount of ice stuff you're casting.
Yeah. Yep, we're doing that.
The other one would be what's the details for, I forget what Chill Touch is. Oh, it's necrotic, never mind.
Shocking Grass. I'm pretty sure we're gonna stick with the Ray of Frost.
Yeah, Ray of
Because that
Frost.
sounds awesome.
Ray of Frost is dope. Fufu, you're taking Charger, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
It just goes too well.
With run in hit person.
Yeah. Now I can actually just really charge in.
The other cool thing, Danley, is now that you have another cantrip, you have another way to deal damage when you run out of spell slots.
Sure do.
And don't forget, you can actually use your sorcery points to forcibly give yourself more spell slots. So if you max out, if you finish using all of your second level spells, you can use 2 sorcery points to make a second level spell slot. And just cast another one. So you can cast Snowball Swarm again if you want. Although at this point, fuck man. You got a lot of spells. Oh, that's right. You get another level spell as well. So you can pull another level 2 spell. Oh man. Oh god, you can learn so much cool stuff now. I love magic.
Shit.
I'll be right back.
Yep. So don't forget to learn new spells, because there are some fucking good ones.
All right. I always have trouble like trying to find my stupid spells whenever.
Oh, for like learning new ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under class.
Okay. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, it's under class and then spells. You get to learn, I believe, 1 new cantrip, which you already picked. I think. Oh, wait, fuck. Double check your cantrip, because I think I accidentally overrode it and put Chill Touch. Fix that. Because that's wrong. You're not learning Chill Touch. You wanted to learn Ray of Frost.
Put it up over here.
The alternative would be if you wanted to go and do this through your character sheet. You can go to character sheet, spells, manage spells. Oh, I'm so excited now that you guys are level 4. Now I get to start throwing weird shit at you. I get to start throwing weird shit at you, which is going to be awesome. And welcome back.
Wait, it didn't take my cantrip.
And my vision is back.
It didn't take your cantrip? Potentially because I was in the editor. Try that again. Are you on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Go to spells, manage spells. Where is it? Where is it? Add spells. Oh no, you just wait a minute. Am I stupid as fuck? I'm stupid as fuck. Hang on. I know what I did. Alright, now refresh your character sheet. I know exactly what I did. You should have Ray of Frost now. How is it?
Showing it in the
In
class
action?
features.
What?
It's showing it in class features, but it's not showing it in
It should be under
It's not
actions.
like-
So on like your main character sheet, hit actions, and then under all, you have dagger, dagger, hand axe, quarterstaff, ice knife, ray of frost, unarmed. Or at least you should.
I could be a dual wielder.
Yeah, you can.
I could have 2 morning stars.
I do believe you would lose your shield though.
I would lose my shield.
Yeah, it's in there.
All right, cool.
Spells.
And then if you go spells,
Manage
manage
spells.
spells, you also get to, and then go to add spells. You also get another cantrip. and another level spell. So you can pick another cantrip and another first or second level spell.
In addition to rave weapons?
Uh-huh. And it could be like any of those. You could learn fucking prestidigitation and turn something into a mushroom whenever you want. I don't know if that's how that works, but prestidigitation's funny. What does True Strike do? I've never read that.
We're not gonna go with Thunder Wave because I'm reckless as it is. I'm just a fucking walking liability.
it's fine.
Oh wait, that's first level spell anyway. I'll do that. I want a cantrip.
Yeah. And now you can cast fucking so much more shit. Sorcerer gets so stupid so fast. I want to go look at what Ella is doing. I'm very curious.
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, okay.
There's so many. I'm leaning heavily towards the dual wielding for now.
Dual wielding, is that a feat?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My main rule of thumb in general for D&D is like once I hit 4, I'm like, all right, what odd number stats do I have that I'm using? All right, fuck that. I'm taking those ability modifiers, and then at 8, I'm like, all right, feats, fuck it. We're going nuts. But I definitely get taking a feat at 4 because it just makes combat way more interesting. I will have to look up how dual wielding works. Because this is now, as far as character progression goes, this is the furthest I've gotten with friends. Oh yeah, so it would basically just take out your shield bonus, but you'd still get a +1 because you'd have 2 melee weapons. Okay.
Frostbite.
Hey, buddy.
You cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage and it has disadvantage on the next turn attack roll it makes before the end of the next turn. The spell's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 5th level, 11th level, and 17th level.
I can't spell charger. I'm so stupid.
Dodessing.
Oh yeah, that's super good. That's so fucking good.
I'm like torn between frostbite and shocking grass.
Hang on. What is it? Frostbite?
Yeah.
Frostbite. Okay. And Shocking Grasp? Oh shit. Quick. How frequently are you planning on being in melee is the question. now that you have Spell Sniper.
I'm kind of dumb.
That's fair. I might personally take Shocking Grasp on the off chance that someone just runs up and tries to punch me. Especially because you get advantage on it if their shit's made of metal. And it paralyzes.
Same time though. If they're running up on me, I can see them.
That is true, but you cannot cast a cantrip as a reaction. Unless, I don't know if there is... Whoops.
If I'm gonna have to make a reaction, it's gonna be Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, exactly. So basically you would have something charge you, attack you, use Hellish Rebuke, and then on your follow-up turn, fucking electrocute the shit out of them. I mean, that'd be what I would do. Especially if they're made of metal. Oh boy. Because then you also paralyze them, and they can't react if you go to disengage on your next turn. Because they can't take reactions until the end of your next turn.
I do kind of want to take a little bit more electric damage or electric spells.
Oh, on the start. Sorry, on the start of its next turn.
Start of its next turn. Well,
Yeah.
whatever.
So, still might not be bad.
Yeah, still taking.
Yeah,
then,
I like that one. Plus, it gives you a melee option that isn't. I have daggers, I guess. You know.
My second spell slot. My second spell.
Yeah, you get a regular spell at a level. So you also get, I believe, one extra spell slot for level 2. As in, like, an extra cast at level 2.
Yes.
Because I think you went from two casts to 3 on level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, I think you already had 4 on level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure I'm remembering how this class levels. It's been a while since I played a sorcerer.
Now I gotta find another melee weapon.
Aha!
What are you? Yeah. Okay. That sounds fun. Doesn't fit with my theme, but it sounds fun. We'll come back to that.
Oh, I guess I can